Hello YouTubers, this is Renee. I'm just doing this video for you because I want to let you be aware of a new mineral makeup line by Mahya Cosmetics. I think I have done a video before mentioning this, and I just wanted to give you more information on how to apply the makeup. Today I'm going to be doing Angelina Jolie inspired makeup. She's one of the people that maybe is Googled most, and it doesn't take much to look like her, so it's a very simple look. She just already has those natural features of the big lips and the strong cheekbones. So I'm going to go ahead and do my best to interpret that for you. And I will also go ahead and list the picture on the video so you'll know exactly what I'm referring to. And once again, thank you all for subscribing and for commenting and rating. I really do appreciate that. And I'm glad you like where I'm actually talking now versus the music or the writing. That did take a lot of editing versus now. So if you have any further requests, I'll try to complete them as soon as possible. Until then, let me go ahead and do this video for you and let me know what you think. Okay, because I went swimming the other day, I do have a lot of redness in my face. So it's right here on my top cheeks, and then right here in my forehead area, and a little bit on my nose. So with that, I'm going to have to get rid of it just to blend out the face towards the end. So I'm going to go ahead and use Mahya Cosmetics Light, and it's one of the powder concealers they use. And with that, I'm going to apply it with a kabuki brush, and their kabuki brushes are very soft. And not only that, but they don't have any harm to the animals. So, you know, if you're an animal lover, it's definitely a good product line to go with. And just very lightly, because it is one of my products, I'm just going to tap it onto the cap and basically just smear it in. Get as much as I can, and then tap it back onto the cap, whatever excess powder you have left. Or if you want to, you can just also tap it on the table to get rid of the powder. There shouldn't be any on the top towards the end before you put it on. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and just only cover the places where I have the red marks. And I'm going to do it in a circular motion. And then from there, before I do anything else, I'm going to start with the eyes. That way if I have any fallout, it'll be okay if I just wipe it away, and I can just go back with the foundation and the bronzers and the blush afterwards, instead of putting it on now and then having to interrupt it with a fallout. So let's do the eyes first. I'm going to prime my eyes with Mahya Cosmetics Eye Primer. And I believe they have a different tube now, or a product they use for the concealer, but it's the same type of concealer, just packaged differently. And I love their concealer because it does hold a lot of moisture. I've been looking for a better concealer to use, and this one does do it. To do this, you can also use one of the concealer brushes, which is a lot better to use because it evens out the look more than your finger probably would. I'm just so used to putting it on with my finger that I forget sometimes that I need to use the brush because I'm always just such in a hurry. But I'm going to go ahead and use a brush this time so you can remember to do that whenever you do yours. Okay, and because it is a very natural look, I'm just going to put a very natural tone all over the eyelid, so that way I will have something to cover maybe any redness I still have in here or any purple dark tones. So I'm going to be using Golden Light. It does have a little bit of a shimmer versus her look. Her look is a little bit more matte, but later on I'm going to be doing more her look and then kind of blend it into something I would wear. Her look is a little bit too simple for me in this picture, so I'm going to do her look and then let you know when I'm going to be adding things to the look to make it more me versus just all Angelina. So what I'm going to do is get the Mahya Cosmetics blending brush. It's called a fluff brush, and I'm going to just basically dip some of that into the cap that has the powder in it. And whenever you apply, you want to tap. You do not want to just smear it on like this. Like most people do, I think they go like this. You want to just tap it on so that way it gets the color. And to avoid too much fallout, you want to make sure you tap it just as you would the foundation or the blush or the bronzer. Next, I'm going to be using one of Mahya Cosmetics minerals, Strike. It's going to be more of an emerald shimmery green. It's something that I don't see that she has too much of in her picture, but I know it's not all black as well, so I'm just going to add a little bit right here where their lash line is going to be, and doing it kind of in a cat form and just bringing it in very lightly into the inner corner of the eye, and not too much. I'm going to be applying that dry. It looks very pretty wet though as a liquid liner. And also, that's what I love about the products, is that you can, apply it dry, but then, spray your hand and then make it into a liquid eyeliner, which I will also show you how to do. As I said, she has very little, if anything, on top of her eyelid, but just to give it more of a cat eye, since I have very small eyes, I'm just going to add a little bit more color to that. Basically, she has those big, pretty green or gray eyes, so also hence my contacts. So then what I'm going to do is, just to show you how the liquid liner would look like, is just get maybe like a little bottle of water and just spray your hand. And then here's the color on the brush, and just rub it like that, and you'll see how easy it becomes, liquid. And it's very easy to apply. Then I'm going to be applying just with a very small and sturdy Mahya Cosmetics brush. I'm going to be applying the black part of the eyeliner, which is by Gothic, and this is going to help you with a cat eye. Just make sure when you bring it in, it goes in very thin and comes out a little bit more thicker, not too much where you're going to look like, like the 50s look or anything like that, or the 60s look. Just something very small, since you already did a little bit heavy on the green area, and it should work out just fine. Once again, just by spraying my hand. Hopefully you can see that. And then I'm going to bring it down just a little bit right near my waterline, near my lash line area. And what I love about this eyeliner is that because you're using just water and very little powder, it takes very little for it to come on. However, and it takes very little to come off as well. However, whenever you have it throughout the day, it's not going to fall off with sweat or anything like that. So that's a really good upside, is to use very little and for it to last a long time, and it does. So I love this product as well. And then you really save yourself money, because you can also use it as an eyeshadow. So instead of buying an eyeliner plus eyeshadow, you already have 2 in 1 pretty much. And I'm not going to be bringing that all the way in, just to the midway of my eye. So I'm stopping